Space is limited, paper's not. Big energy in it. Pixelgod+SQUAD. Chaos. Pixelgod+SQUAD.
Good morning. Back again. It's good to see you, my friends. All right. This time we're going to jump into this whole debacle that's going on in northern Indiana, Gary, Indiana. These people haven't had any power. Nobody's coming out to see about them, man. This is, well, let me jump into the TikToks real quick, and then I'll let you know what I think is going on. But here we go.
There was like a really bad tornado, and my friend here was like, "Did you hear about the tornado?" And so the tornado apparently was really bad, especially in the south suburbs and the south side. And I guess it hit Gary. Gary, Indiana is very close to Chicago. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away from Chicago, depending on where you live in Chicago. And it's predominantly black. And so the fact that it's without power is definitely like quote-unquote environmental racism or whatever you want to call it. We're going to let Keith speak about it, and we'll come back and we're going to talk about it.
Gary, Indiana been without power for 8 days. We was talking about doing a food tour in the Midwest because we're going to Chicago next year for our festival. How we going to do a food tour in the Midwest and Gary had no power and ain't nobody talking about it? I, for one, have not seen anybody else outside of Gary, Indiana talk about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. And I don't like it. And if you know me, you know I put my money where my mouth is. So today alone, we've been on the phone with the mayor's office to see if there's ways we can get involved. We've been on the phone with Salvation Army, see if we can get a Salvation Army truck and just drive around and pass out necessities, goods, anything that we can get our hands on. Now I'm not only making this video to say, if you in Indiana and you know any ways we can get involved, please let me know. I'm also making this video to say, I think this should be national news. And it's crazy to me that it's not being talked about. All the stuff y'all talk about on social media nowadays, everybody got a think piece on everything. Why not a think piece on the fact that communities that look like myself been out with power for 8 days? Gary, Indiana, we will see y'all in a minute. The Midwest Food Tour is officially starting, and it's starting with y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. I'll be safe. This is my announcement. We will be there soon. Again, any way we can help, please let me know. We want to show up in the best way we possibly can. We don't want to just show up for the fact of showing up. So if you can let us know what's the best way to show up, I will forever be appreciative and grateful. I appreciate y'all.
And this is why I like really... I don't want to curse. I really mess with Keith Lee and his family big time because he does stuff like this. Like the situation in Gary, Indiana is definitely race related, and as ethnic Black Americans, Gary, Indiana is heavily ethnic Black American, foundational Black American. Y'all should be making videos about this. If we can make videos about tethers and people, really trying us and all types of crap like that, then we need to also make videos to support our community that's struggling, like Gary, Indiana. So I want to spread awareness about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. If you call, reach out, call the mayor, call the state of Indiana, because why are they? We're in America in 2026. There's no reason why they should have a power outage for a tornado that wasn't like devastating. I mean, devastating, of course, where it really hit, but it wasn't devastating to the fact of other tornadoes that we've seen where people, like hundreds of people have died or whatever, thousands of people. I don't know if that happens with a tornado where thousands of people, but you know what I'm getting at. Call the governor of Indiana, because if the city doesn't have the resources, the governor's supposed to step in. Call the federal government. I don't want to hear about Trump or none of that. I just don't. Call the federal government, call the state, and we need to get them some help. Hopefully, if their powers on by now, because people are starting to talk about it now, please let me know or whatever. But we do need to, as ethnic Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, we need to stand up and spread awareness and support our community that are suffering, because it's ridiculous.
I have to say something, because what's happening right now in Northwest Indiana is so diabolical. Northwest Indiana has been without power for 7 days. If you don't know how Northwest Indiana works, they only have one power company. It's called NIPSCO. NIPSCO moves however the fuck NIPSCO wants to move. There are 3 cities that are in Northwest Indiana that are predominantly Black and Latino, and the way that they are doing this, people, is It's so wrong. They put up this list and timeline of when they're going to have power restored for all of these white cities. There's no Hammond. There's no East Chicago. There's no Gary, Indiana, which is predominantly a black city. Now, all of these neighborhoods have been without power for 7 days. I'm from this area, and they are being robbed. There are people that are trying to break into other people's houses to steal their generators. They don't have any food. They don't have any AC. And right now, across this country, we are facing a heat dome. There are elderly black Americans who are struggling. And the rich white cities, yeah, they're all coming together and helping each other out, but they're leaving Gary, Hammond, and East Chicago to fend for themselves. And it's fucking wrong. Especially because these are the communities that voted against the Republicans in that state who are leaving them high and dry. And that's probably why they're not getting any help.
Good morning, America. So Gary, Indiana is now on day 9, no power. In addition to most of Northwest Indiana. And here is y'all day 9 update. All right, now we did get some good news last night, some great news last night, but I'm gonna leave that for last. If you are needing food, the YWCA in Gary does breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. If you can make it to them, please do. If you cannot make it to them, please contact me or Kiara Smith or I'm sorry, I'm not sure if everybody who is helping out, but it is a lot of people. Just get on Facebook. It's a lot of us that are helping out, that are sending funds, that are making sure that people get the transportation they need. As I reported yesterday, we do have an oxygen refill station near Indiana University. If you can make it to that, please do. If you cannot, please make it known that you are trying to get oxygen so that someone can get it to you or get you to it. I have a lot of businesses and corporations asking me where should they send the resources that they want to send from out of town. I have been telling everybody to send it to the YWCA. I feel like they are the most open every single day. They are, you're able to get there. They have diapers, they have wipes, they have Wi-Fi, they have water, they have AC, they have beds. Anything you need, the YWCA in Gary has. All right, so now let's get to the news that y'all been waiting. So last night, Keith Lee, Mr. Keith Lee, made an announcement that he is coming to Gary, Indiana. And y'all, them people went bonkers. Keith Lee shouted out Gary, Indiana, but of course he is going to be bringing enough resources and enough people to share for all of Northwest Indiana. But y'all, today's update is going to be short. I just want to remind everybody that we are all one. We are all God's children. There is no reason for us to be in competition, for us to be one against each other. We all need to be standing as one, especially our people. Closed mouths do not get fed. Please speak up, everybody. I want to also say shout out to all the content creators. Even if you just post one video that is getting eyes on us, you need to get it out there, y'all. It does not matter. Let me also know, if you have not downloaded the 211 Gary Indiana, please download it. It gives you updates. If your house is damaged, please contact me. I'm working with contractors to get, even if you don't have home insurance, please contact me. I'm working with contractors and lawyers, and we get this together. Small update on my grandma's house. She still does have a tree on her house, but I did make a GoFundMe. It is in all of my bios. If you don't want to donate, that's perfectly fine. I got a lot of people that want to donate, so I made a link for them. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it. Praise the Lord Spirit. Thank you, God. All right, y'all. That's the end of Day 9 Update. I love y'all. Remember to stand together. And remember that we are the greater Gary. Amen.
Yo, my 71-year-old father, my 68-year-old mother have been without power for the last 7 days because they live in Gary, Indiana, and the entire city is literally in the Stone Age right now because there is no power, no electricity, no gas stations. There are trees out in the street, giant trees. There was an immense, huge tornado that killed the power everywhere, not just in Gary, Indiana, but the entire county, the entire Northwest Indiana. Let me tell you something. I have the privilege of living in Los Angeles, California. If the entire Los Angeles County, we're talking about Compton, Malibu, Hollywood, and all of that had no power, it's all you would hear about. That's all. If the entire metropolitan New York area did not have power right now, there would be nothing else you would be hearing about. But because this is an area with primarily black and brown folk, you barely even know about this. And so right now they're trying to get power back, but they're even telling people, I have personal record of calling my friends and family that still live there, that they're not going to have power until September 12th. largely in part because the company that's over the power, NIPSCO, doesn't even want. They're not prioritizing the poor areas right now. They're not prioritizing Gary, Indiana. Many of the white areas now have power. Not to make this a racial thing, but it's a racial thing, and it's a real deep thing that needs to be addressed. So please share this video. Please share awareness of the fact that we're in a literal national crisis right now, but because it's centralized in the black and brown area, you basically know nothing about it. I'm talking about there's one road in and one road out to basically every neighborhood because there are just trees in the street. There's no way to get around it. There's a live wire power line in my parents' backyard right now from a transformer, where if they go touch the grass, they can get shot and die from a live transformer that's just in their backyard. That's happening right now in real time to my actual parents. You dig what I'm saying? Like, people are fighting over generators. There is no gas. There are no gas stations. People have to leave to go to the next city to get gas. Not the next city, because the whole county, like to Chicago to go get gas. It's a national crisis. Please share this video. Please talk about this, because they need to send in the National Guard. They need to do whatever to help NIPSCO bring power to these people so that they are not living off the power grid. The wells are cut off because water wells have switches that are necessary because of power. Please spread this video. Please spread awareness. This is deeply necessary. I appreciate you. I love you.
It's good to see the neighborhood out. It's good to see the whole neighborhood out. Everybody making the best of a bad situation. That's what you want.
Here we are, St. John, Indiana, day 6 of no power. I'm losing all faith and all hope that we have to see NIPSCO, and I can't think any more positive thoughts. I'm at my wit's end, and I'm ready to just break things, literally. Like, I'm gonna find a YouTube video and go figure out how to repair the power myself at this point, because I can't do it anymore.
All right. So we have a situation in Gary, Indiana. A lot of those people have gotten their power back on now, but what they went through over these last 2-3 weeks is scary, and it wouldn't take long for things to start falling apart if this happened nationwide. Now, I need you to remember that we just had a cyber attack on the power grid, and the water supply. I don't think this is going to stop. We're actively fighting a war, and that war is escalating. I don't think these cyber attacks are going to stop. And if they manage to take down the power grid here in America, things will collapse quickly, right? Over the course of a week, if the United States had no power, I think people underestimate the level of carnage and the amount of deaths that will begin to accumulate almost instantly. So the way it seems as though the way our government works, functions, is just broken right now. Because in the past, once something like this happens, the government would immediately be on the ground, helping cut down trees, restore power lines. But the fact that it's only being done by this company that I'm pretty sure is charging the hell out of these people. Power bills are higher across the board, across the nation. That's a real problem. This is when you need a government. This is why you pay your taxes. This is part of being a citizen. You know, when you're in desperate times, there's someone that has your back. And these people aren't seeing that yet. What I do love is the fact that the internet and people like Keith Lee, shout out to Keith Lee, are coming through and doing what good citizens are supposed to do. Meaning, you see your other fellow citizens suffering, boom, we answer the call, and that's part of being a true American. That's part of being a real American. That's part of being a foundational American. That's part of being an Aboriginal American, right? We care about the people here, and we care about the land under our feet. Now, some people are only here to profit off of it, but we're not. We genuinely want what's best for this country, and we have to work together. Even if the people with all the money and all the power aren't going to work to help us, we need to work together, stick together, and help each other in whatever way that we can. Because in 2026, this should not be happening. But the way everything works right now it's kind of broken. And I want you to think about this for a minute. Everything is broken, and we're 40 trillion in debt, and that's increasing. So everything is getting more and more expensive, and everything is broken. Make it make sense. You know, they're not going to be easy. There are not easy times ahead. Those days are over. So for now, we have to focus on each other. We have to focus on community. We have to focus on helping each other. So if you can, if it's any way possible for you to help these people out there in Gary, Indiana, please do. Please reach out to some of these creators, some of the organizations. Like she said, the WCA and YWCA. And yeah, man, help make a change. Because these people are going through it right now. And yeah, I don't like to see our fellow citizens suffer. Now, I think what's happening may be a testing ground for something larger. No conspiracy theory. I'm just saying. I think some people have thought about this and they're actually testing that before it happens. So please be on your guard. We need to make our people in power more accountable for what's going on out here in these streets, right? No American citizen should be ignored for this amount of time, having to deal with no power. Situations like this are dangerous. Everybody wants, everybody needs, and everybody has to feed their family. Situations like this are very dangerous. So, prayers out to Gary, Indiana. Thank you to all the creators that are making videos about this, because, you know, the news just isn't talking about it. They're completely ignoring it. So, let's work together. That is the future. The future isn't the government coming to save us. The future is us saving ourselves. So we have to band together and, yeah, save each other, rescue each other. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you need to, I'll put some resources in the description where you can reach out to some of the organizations that are, you know, helping in this cause, or hop over to Keith Lee's TikTok. Check them out over there. You know, their boots on the ground. Yeah, man, let's get this done.
And you know what time
It's gonna
it
do it
is?
for this one.
Disco time.
Till the next one. Fix. And I'm out.